So hello guys, this is Praveen Kumar here. Welcome to my channel, and today we are here to talk about the CIMA, which is a UK-based course, and it is treated as an just it is, like and what do I call it? A PG course, like inside an MBA or something like CA, and to inform you that CIMA is 100 years older than CA. So, so now let's see how many chapters are there in CIMA BA2. There are totally 14 chapters, as you can see, and we have a mock assessment also including with it. So these are the 14 chapters. Now let's have a look how many weightages for there. As you can see this here, weight and syllabus topics. So the management accounting hold 10%, costing is 25, planning and control is 30, and decision making is 35%. Is syllabus structure. However, so let's first start with the context of management, and we will proceed everything next. So here is the first chapter, as you can see on the screen, the context of management accounting. In that we are going to learn, as you can see, after completing this chapter we might know what is the need of the management accounting and its characteristics and the role in the management accounting and etc. So now we'll go now we'll start our first chapter. You see management account. Yeah, you can you see this? I hope you guys can see all this. So our first topic is the management accounting. Okay, so what is management accounting does mean? According to the CIMA terminology, define accounting as you can see on the box, the application of the principle of accounting and the management to create, protect, preserve and increase the value of the stakeholder for profit or non-profit. So basically the definition means what they want to say that they want to create, protect, preserve and increase the value of the stakeholder. That's what the management accounting works. For example, if you take any company, the for example, if you take let's take any colleges. So their work is to bring more students to the college and create they have to protect their future in order to preserve, and they have to increase the student knowledge. Okay, right? Am I right? They have to increase the student knowledge as well as so our next topic under the first chapter is the global management accounting principle. What are the global management accounting principle and how many are there? So we have the 4 global management accounting principle, that is influence, relevance, trust, value. Okay, so each word have its meaning. Now let's what does influence means. As you can see on the screen, communication provide insight, that is influential management accounting begins and end with the conversation. So they want to say that influence communication is the most important in an organization, right? So through communication we can motivate anyone, and if you just take like any person who is in through negative idea, a negative way, we might everyone might have heard of motivational speaker who motivate them to bring out in a positive way manner in his life. So influence is just one of the principle of global management accounting, and it does speak about the communication, how important is communication in the management and in an organization. And the second principle is that relevance. Information is relevant. Management accounting makes the relevant information available to decision makers when they need it. So it's basically they want to say that information what they are providing to the management, it must be relevant to the organization what they need. The data which they are providing to any, for example, if you want to make a decision, the data must be relevant to the subjected topics, right? And it must include both financial and non-financial data. For example, if you want to make a project, uh, let's take we are going for a trip, a Goa trip. So we are planning how to execute that right now. So one of your friend is just is talking about something else, is giving information about the Chennai, is giving about the Kashmir, Ladakh and other things, but we are planning about the Goa. So those ideas were irrelevant to our planning, right? So like that, in this planning we must include both economical, both financial as well as non-financial. Financial in that way, like if you want to plan for Goa, how much we need money, the budget. And for non-financial you can just say the spending of the time is good or not.
So the third one among the global management accounting principle is trust. Trust is one of the important for any organization, because balancing short-term commercial interest against long-term value of stakeholder and credibility and trust. So they want to say like in a short term, how we are running. Let's take an example. You can see many shopkeepers and a big, any shopkeeper, they do both cash transaction as well as credit transaction. So sometimes we go our neighbors, the nearby shops, and we just buy and don't give the money. We just say we just take it on credit, right? And they trust us and give us the things what we want, the item what we need. And after a time, we used to pay them, right? So we have a trust on each other. That's why what are the material what are the item we are going to get from the nearby shop, the shopkeeper immediately give us without any hesitation value. The fourth and the last principle of management accounting. Impact on value is analyzed. Management accounting connects the organization's strategy to its business model. The principle helps organizations to stimulate the different scenario to understand the impact or generating the perceived value. So, on the third topic of our first chapter is the management information. So basically we need data and information to do any project or any decision, for making any decision. So data and information both are different things. Data consists of raw fact, as you can see here. See, as you can see here, data consists of raw facts. So data we cannot use as it itself. We need to process. So this data, it must be processed and converted into useful form. So that conversion is known as information. So basically what I want to say that let's take an example. Data like India, Pakistan, Afghanistan, Nepal. This is data. Information, these are the boundaries India is sharing with. So India is sharing boundary with Pakistan, Nepal and Afghanistan. That is the difference between the data and information. So how can we say any information is good or bad? So what is characteristics? So now let's have a look to its characteristics. These are the following characteristics of good information. Basically we have to remember, we have a useful way, that is accurate. Just remember, this is the way how you have to remember the characteristics of good information. Accurate. So A stand here for accurate, which means the degree of accuracy depends upon the reason of information needed. So the accuracy, what the information you are providing to an organization must be accurate. The complete, C stand for the complete, which means the information should I think this will be proper, I guess, if you don't mind. Accurate. So the information provided should be accurate, okay, complete. The information what they are providing, the information what they are providing should be complete. It should not go extend. It should not extend, like for example, if you take we need to make biryani. So the recipe what is included, the item what we need, it should be there. For we are gonna make a biryani, okay, biryani, but the material which provided for us is given for dosa. So here this part is extra, we don't need, we just need a recipe of the biryani and the ingredients of biryani, what to make and how to make, right? So we need a complete information on the biryani. The cost beneficial, the data which we gather, it should not more than what its actual worth. For example, to make we need to make an just like same biryani, we need to make the biryani, but for that we got the information how to make is more than its original worth. The cost of it, the cost of getting biryani recipe is more than the actual price of biryani, so that is not gonna beneficial for us. So the information which we are getting, it should be under the cost. Under stability, in many office or even if you go to a bank, for example, if you take for a non-accountant student, some words like credit, or you can say debtors, and even you can say as overdraft, right? For a non-accountant and non-commerce guys, for them these words are a new thing: credit, debtors, overdraft, or something like that, if you can take. So for them, understandability is not there. The information which you provide is good, but it is not understandable. So we cannot use this data as information for making any decision and for any purpose. So it should be understandable. The jargon, what we call mostly jargon, is technical languages, technical language, which we might see in many doctors and other use. It should be reduced. The data which you are providing to for the organization, it should be understandable. It should not have more technical languages. Jargon of technical language should be less. And the relevant, now R stand for the relevance, okay. So relevance means what? The data which you are providing, it should be relevant to the topic. As I told already, you know, I have given an example of the biryani. So we need the recipe of the biryani, but if you give a recipe of a dosa, it is irrelevant to our business, right? So the data what you are providing to an organization should be relevant. Authoritative, A stands for the authoritative. Authoritative means trust. The data which you are providing, it must be trustable, okay. It should believe on the information. Once the data we got, we used to convert into information, and that information should be must be trustworthy, so it will beneficial our organization as well as ourselves. So the most important thing I understand is like timely and easy to use. These two, which stand for T and E in accurate, the timely, it must, whatever the data or information you are providing, if you provide after the completion of the work, it is worthless, right? So the information and should information in data, whatever you are providing, however we are discussing about the information characteristics. So the time, it must be timely and easy to use. It should not be complicated version of it. Just make it as simple as easy to use, okay. So these are the characteristics of information. So A stands for accurate, C complete, and as well as.
The next we're going to discuss about the information for different level of management, okay. So there are 3 different level of management, as you can see the pyramid. Let me make, okay, this the pyramid, okay. So the top one is this one is strategic, okay, and the middle one is tactical. You might have learned in 10th, 11th, even in 12th also, if you are to commerce, in business status, in this business studies, there will be 3 level of management if you remember, and the last one is operational, okay. So what's their work? Strategic, okay. This, they are the top level they are the top level of an organization, example CEO, COO, something like that, okay. They are the one who make a plan and decision, and which they both have to follow. And whatever they take the decision, it impact whole organization, impact whole organization, okay. So whatever the decision is taken by them, it impact whole organization. Tactical, they are the middleman, like middle is level of management, what you call tactical, and their job is like, if you take managers, their manager, HR, etc. So they are the one who execute their job, whatever the plan, whatever the strategic management are telling, they are the responsibility of executing and taking care of that, or you can say looking after them. So their job is to make the operation level, that is third level of the management, who are the laborers, or you can say employers, to make the plan go according to make the plan and go according as the planned by the strategic management, okay. So their decision will be for the longer term, okay, right? Just for example, let's take, it's not so necessary as per my view, they, whatever the strategic management is doing, they plan for the long term, okay. The decision making will be for the long period of time. Tactical, they will for the shorter, like a middle, like for a year or something like that, a month. But the operation level, who are working under this, they have every day they have to take decision, every day they have to take decision, okay, like what today we are gonna do, what we have to do tomorrow, okay. That's the job of, they had to take decision every day. More example characteristic. So strategic, the top level management, okay, they are not they're not structured properly, they are not structured, okay. Tactical, they act as a bridge between, they communicate whatever the operation management want, they used to communicate to strategic. As the same way, whatever the strategic plan, their job is to communicate to operations, okay. So these are the, and operational, they are highly structured, they used to have a plan for every day, they are used to take decision, that's why they are highly tend to be structured, okay. Now it comes here, the purpose of management accounting, why we are doing management accounting. So there are 3 main purpose: planning, controlling decision making, even for the performance checking. Okay, I'm writing here performance. Okay, these are the three main. As a planning is for the planning involves establishing the objective and goals. So planning, as you know, what do we plan? For example, you have a plan for the future. So, or for example, selecting colleges, we go with the for example, after completing 10th and 12th, after completing of 12th, I even take 10th. For 10th student, they should look for a better school which can provide a better way to communicate through the whole world. And even the planning, it consists of main three things, as I told you: strategic, tactical, and operational. So all these three, strategic planning here means for the longer period of time. Tactical means for the medium, and operational means shorter period of time. So these are the three meaning of planning: strategic, tactical, and operational. If everything goes well, I will explain this different level of management in another video. Okay, so now we come for controlling. So just go with. So as you can see, I guess control means carry out the budget prepared. Okay, the budget prepared, target can set. Information related to actual result of an organization must be gathered and compared with target. So basically they want to say that control the budget what we planned, and the actual what it happens, and the difference between this are known as variance. So the controlling, what does it means take example, we are going for a movie, we plan for 500 rupees the total expenses, but it goes beyond 500. For example, it takes 600, it just goes 600, but budgeted was 500. So the difference value what we call is 100 is the variance. So there is the variance. So their job is to the purpose of control is that how it occurs, the difference, how it happens, the difference of 100 rupees. Okay, so there are three things. First one is variance, which compare the actual result and what it was. So as I gave example for the movie ticket which cost 500 rupees, which cost 500, but we expended actually the original we expend 600. So the difference amount we call as variance. Okay, financial probability measure, non-financial probability, that we'll discuss later. We're gonna look for the most important thing is decision making. Okay, decision making involves making a choice, two or more alternatives. Manager need to reliable information to complete the action. You guys can read this. Okay, I have marked with the blue pen, underline with it. So decision making is one of the important part of our organization. Decision, the information provided if timely, as we read the characteristics of information. If everything goes well, the decision what we make depends what our company will be in the future. Recently, as you can take for decision making is the Ford company, which taking a setup from all over India. So make decision wisely. This topic is financial account. You can Google it. This one. This is not a much big task, or you can just go through this. And it's difference between the management accounting and financial accounting. You can see here the management and financial accounting and management accounting difference, or you can go and Google it. Okay. Next we're gonna go with the position of management accounting within the organization. What is the work of the management accounting? So there are 3 options available: dedicated business partner, shared service center, and BPO. I think everyone, most of us know about the BPO, business process outsourcing the external for our business. Shared service center and this dedicated business. Okay, just Google it. In the last, if you are okay on the preparation of the CIMA first chapter, the qualification, okay, and their professional standard. So please go through with this. The professional standard is very important for the exam perspective. Integrate. We should know the meaning of all these words, all these 5 words. Integrity, what does this mean? Objectivity, what does it mean? Professional competition, confidentiality, and professional behavior, what does all these things mean? Okay, for example, if you take integrity, is straight for honest. So integrity means honest and truthfulness in professional and business relation. Objectivity, not allowing bias and conflict. So that's the meaning of the objectivity. Okay. Professional competence and due care, and ongoing commitment to a level of professional knowledge and so this talk about the knowledge and skills. Confidentiality, disclose professional information unless especially. So confidentiality means we should not show our information, our customer information, anything something like that to any outsider. Okay, that is what, unless we get have a specific permission. That is the confidentiality. Professional behavior, compliance with the relevant laws and regulation. You must be also avoid any action that could negatively affect the reputation. So behavior professional behavior, you should avoid any kind of action that negatively impact on organization reputation. Okay, and there are some ethical support and for members and students. Just go through it. It's not much important, I guess, but these 5 things please remember. Okay, so by the end of this you must know about it, all of the things mentioned over here, like chapter summary. So we have seen what is the role, need of the we have seen the role, the need, professional, and CGM principle. That's this part. I don't think so much. I don't give a much important. Okay, so it's not much needed. But definition, position, and comparison to financial. These are the need for the management accounting. This part. Okay, and you can see here information characteristics. Please remember this if you are preparing for the or going for the CIMA exams. And decision makings, the strategic, what you plan.